biggest thing that makes the biggest difference to where you will be recognized in the marketplace and respected for what you know is how often you show up. The biggest secret is don't wait until you feel like doing something to go out and do it. Go do it, and you're going to start feeling like doing it. I don't know if you know how important that is. Don't wait until you feel like doing the activity, you feel like doing the task, you feel like doing a priority. But do the priority anyway, and you'll feel like doing it. You'll be so surprised how once you start and get in motion with that, I mean, it's scientific, right? Newton's law: an object in motion tends to stay in motion, and an object at rest stays in rest. So once you get in motion, you're gonna start feeling like you're in motion. You're gonna start feeling like it. So it's important that you take those steps. All right. Salamosi. Oh, I feel like I said your name wrong, but Burkat. Hi, I'm so happy to see you live. Just found you recently, and I'm motivated by you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. That's like the best feeling in the world. You know, I love the feedback, right? Like that's what I feed off of, right? That like you saying comments like that, that's what gives me energy, right? I love the fact that I'm able to be here and I'm able to help and I'm able to impact, right? So as long as I'm here, you can always feed off me. You can always feed off my energy, and you can always learn and take action. So this is one of the things I want to do too. This is a live at 5 session. I go live every day at 5 throughout the week. So if you have any questions, you could jump on here. I usually jump on here for maybe 20 minutes or so, and just answer questions and just give you any kind of knowledge that you need in terms of business. Sometimes it's going to be mindset. Sometimes it's going to be specific business strategies, right? And but come in, learn, ask the questions, write your questions down beforehand and ask it to me. So this is what I'll do. I'll take 1 or 2 questions now in terms of business. You don't necessarily have to be in business already, but let's say if you're an aspiring entrepreneur and you have a question on something that you've been thinking about, an idea you've been thinking about, then write it. Write it in the comments. Let me know, what question do you have? What's the biggest challenge that you're having right now in your business, right? Or a business that you want to start or looking to start. All right, so go ahead and take a second and write that down too. And just my Facebook fam, and for my IG fam, do the same thing, right? Go ahead and ask that question. I'm gonna tell you one of the big things while you typing that in. I'm gonna tell you one of the big things that that people ask me that derails them from. As soon as they ask me this question, I know that this is going to derail them from actually accomplishing a specific goal within their business or making progress, right? Somebody says, hey Terrell, you know what? So they have a goal for one thing. Like let's say if I know what their goal is already from something else, but then they say, hey Terrell, you know what? I got these 5 ideas, and I want to go do this, and I want to go do this, and I want to go help this group of people, and I want to offer this product, and then I want to go here, and then I want to do this product, and I want to go, and then I want to do this service, and they point out 5 different ideas that's totally different, unrelated, that they want to do, and they're so excited about these ideas that they just want to do all of them right now. And anytime I see somebody that has too many ideas that they want to go out and execute too quickly, one of the first things I think about is that when you that I feel bad because they're unfocused. And with that, and when you're spreading your energy and your time so thin, trying to focus on so many things, you can't push something far enough in order for you to actually see measurable gains. Sometimes having too many ideas is a detriment to you, right? Because you have so many ideas that it's hard for you to focus on any one thing, and you never see any one thing through to the end, right? Are you like that, right? So you go into the grass field and you look around and all you see is a dozen empty potholes, but you don't see, you never make it down to the gold, right? Because the energy is so diverted, right? And so with that, just understand that if you're an idea person, that you want to make sure that you start building a team very quickly towards the main idea or towards the main business that you want to start or the main business that you want to build. You get a team around you that actually is going to go out and that's going to execute and that's going to implement, right? Because likely you are the visionary. Likely you are. I mean, we're all starting it, so we're really all visionaries. But likely you come up with the ideas. Your goal is going to be to definitely design, create the thing, like, make that vision come true. And at the same time, you're gonna need a team around you to help you continually execute on it, right? Because one day you got an idea, the next day you got a new idea, and you might think just because you got a new idea, you have to run off and go do it. It don't have to be like that. So if you want to be successful, especially as you come up with a lot of ideas, it's about doing it, and write this down, in iterations, right? Build your business in iterations, right? You go deep first, and then you go wide. Deep, then wide. What are you talking about, Coach T? Go deep. Go deep mean you focus on one thing, focus on one business, focus on one lane, and you build that up and get some momentum and get some steam building up like a locomotive. Get that built up, and then you get that built up to where now maybe you could look up and say, "Oh wow, all right, this is kicking off. This is kicking off something nice for me. This is kicking off this business right here. It's kicking off, it's kicking off 10 grand a month for me." People ask me, "Yo, coach, like, yo, I have a passion in my heart that I want to help people. I want to grow. I want to scale, but I'm afraid that if I put myself out there, I'm gonna be judged." That was me, right? That was me, and that's what stopped me from the growth that I wanted to have. A lot of people say, "Yo, coach, I want to be able to grow, and I know I need to learn what I need to learn to take that next step, but um, I I can't get a rhythm with what I'm doing because I can't afford it. I don't have the money to do it, right? So then that lack of having the money stops them from making that next step, right? So there's a lot of things that happen in our head, and I'm here on just in the crib answering some questions. A lot of things that stop us from really taking the big steps that we want to take in our life is we allow our inner voice, and I talked about this the other day. We allowed our inner voice to have control over the actions that we take on a daily basis. And as long as the actions that we take on a daily basis are controlled by the things that we tell ourselves, that limits us, right? Not the things we tell ourselves that helps us do things, but the inner voice inside of us that limits us. It's going to be harder for us to grow. It's going to be harder for us to scale. It's going to be harder for us to go to that next level. You know what I mean? So be patient with yourself. Tell yourself that, I know that I can do this. It just takes a little bit more time. It takes a little bit more effort. It takes a little bit more energy. But the more you do that, the better you're gonna get over time. Okay? So so do that, right? Like take that action. Take the steps. Stride. One foot after the other. And this is why I bring this up, Coach. He said, for some reason, just recently, I feel like I haven't been on my game. It's just, I felt like I fell off, or I felt like, I'm not putting in the work that I know I need to put in order to go to the next level. And he was really feeling bad about it. He was beating himself up. He's like, I just don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why I'm going through this. And that was, in the way that he was communicating to himself, stopped him from actually going out and taking that action, right? The way that he communicated it in his mind was, well, because I'm not taking action, well, then, why should I get back in the game? Because I'm not taking action, well, maybe this is not for me. Because I stopped taking action for a couple weeks, actually for a couple months. Now he said, because I stopped taking action for a couple months and I haven't really been putting out videos, because I haven't been taking action for a couple months and people haven't been seeing me, people haven't been seeing my face, they haven't been seeing the posts, the status updates that I've been putting. I don't know. Maybe this isn't for me. Why am I not more motivated? Right? What happened? And one of the things that I was telling him is, You know, part of this industry is, and really any business is, once, as long as you get back in the game and you take the steps and you put in one foot in front of the other, you're always gonna win at the end. And maybe that's something you write down. Keep making progress and I'll win at the end. And that's very key, right? He thought that just because he was uninspired in moments that he wasn't going to make any progress. He thought that just because he wasn't motivated every second of building his business, I don't know if this business is for me. And it's not like that. Let's keep it a buck. You tell me anything that you've ever done for any sustained period of time where you always felt motivated and inspired every moment. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's somebody. I mean, if you're married or if you're in a relationship, you tell me if you're always going to be motivated and inspired around that person. There's going to be times you're going to have arguments. It's going to be a time where y'all going to be upset. Y'all going to be fighting, right? This time you probably want to look right, go to the gym and look good, but you know it's not always going to be every time. You're not always going to feel like going up and going to the gym, right? It's the same thing in your business, to where you're not always going to feel passionate and excited and motivated and inspired for every single thing inside of your business, right? It's not always going to feel like that. So the difference between somebody who's in business, who's succeeding, who's thriving, who's taking action, or and generating a profit, versus somebody who is struggling, not impacting the people that they want to impact in the world, not getting the customers and the clients that they want to get. They keep spinning their wheels and struggling and trying to figure it out. The difference between both of those people, let me start with what's the same. What's the same with both of those people is that they both don't like doing the things that is necessary every second of the day, right? Every hour that they put in, they don't always like everything. But the difference between the success between both of those people is that this person has actually decided that they were going to take action and make it happen anyway.